Okay, what is up, tycoons? What's up, traders? Super excited for today's video on ticker symbol WTK. This is the Wadzpay token. Breaking it down on the daily chart as always. We're going to go over the major levels of support as well as some bullish price targets and go over the scenarios that we really need to see to reach some of these bullish price targets, and as well as some of the scenarios that could happen if we break our major support levels. So make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We're also going to go over the MACD as well as the relative strength index to give us some clues into some of the further price action and really help us understand what's been going on. So initially, I want to start out here with this pattern. Okay, if you see, we have two trend lines here in white dotted lines. You could say it's a falling wedge. It's a very, very tight falling wedge, or loose rather. But for general purposes, it looks mostly like a bearish channel. And we recently just got a breakout of this bearish channel. Now, in perfect world scenarios, what we're going to see is the price action zigzag through here and hopefully take us up to the beginning of where this channel started. And so that's going to be right around here. That's going to be our blue breakout level at 0.0167. So if we do want to continue bullishness, this could be a very good target for us to reach. And the reason I have this as a blue breakout level is because above here, that's when we can really get some more bullishness going and potentially hit the bullish price targets of 0.0194, 0.0207, and 0.0227. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, we need to go over these three levels right here. These are the three major Fibonacci retracement levels: the 38.2, the 50%, and the 61.8. The reason you use these is because nothing moves in a straight line up or in a straight line down. You get a move up, retracement, continuation higher, or a move down, retracement, continuation lower. This is how you spot trend continuation. Now you can spot reversals when you move up, retrace, consolidate, and break through those retracement levels. If you break through these three major retracement levels, we could potentially be looking at a reversal back to the downside to test some of our previous lows. And if that happens, that would also end up forming a look above and fail, which is also bearish, and that would take us to the lower end of our range, right? So we had this pattern here that we're tracking. We broke out, but buyers were not able to step in and take control. Rather, they failed taking control, showing that sellers are more dominant and have more control and come back into the range. Again, that's bearish. So you want to be on the lookout for that. Okay, now our three major retracement levels specifically are going to be 0.0116, 0.0108, and 0.0099. If we do end up getting some type of a pullback, we want to hold above these three levels and ultimately push higher and hit our breakout level to see if we can get a bullish breakout and potentially, make a higher high above that level. Now, let's take a look at the MACD as well as the RSI over here to give us some clues into, understanding some of this future price action. So if we take a look at our RSI, currently we are at 70.77 right here. This is the technical definition of overbought. So it would not surprise me if we do get some type of a pullback, which is why I have our major retracement levels here. So that way, if we do pull back, I know that we need to hold these levels and push up higher to continue the trend. Or if we pull back and break these, then we could be getting a bearish reversal. So just because we're overbought does not mean we cannot push higher, which is why I have our price targets to the upside and bullish price targets and things like that. But I'm also just being prepared. We're preparing ourselves for bullish scenarios and bearish scenarios, so that way we know what to expect and why we can really understand some of the price action. Now, when it comes to the MACD, okay, the MACD is very bullish right now. If you take a look, we got a MACD entry signal right around here. This is where this red line crosses above the blue line. That happened right over here, and we got a very strong push to the upside. The red line on the MACD is far above the blue line, which coincides with strong momentum. So we definitely have momentum on our favor, but we don't want to see this momentum fade away, right? If this red line curls back down and starts to head lower and potentially crosses below this blue line, that's going to be a sell signal, okay? Look at the MACD sell signal that we got here when the red line crossed below the blue line, and look what happened. We ended up getting a sharp pullback. Now, that being said, even if we do end up getting some type of a MACD sell signal, we have those major retracement levels, guys. Okay, so keep in mind, anything above these is still bullish. Once we break below and flip this to resistance, that's when we have the potential of heading lower and getting the reversal. So MACD, super bullish right now. RSI, definitely very bullish. Okay, being in overbought territory means that you're bullish at the moment. It just means that you may have went up a little too quickly and not really spaced the amount of time that you went up. So if even if the RSI starts to pull back a little bit, it's healthy, it's justifiable, and it'll just take us out of that overbought territory and make it a little bit safer for people to buy back in. Because generally, as a general rule of thumb, you don't technically want to be buying into stuff when it's already overbought, as the likelihood of a pullback is much more increased from those overbought levels. But we went over a lot in this video. I broke down the MACD and the RSI, what they're currently looking at. We went over our 3 major retracement levels of support that we need to hold. We also went over our breakout level and our bullish price targets to the upside in case this bullishness continues. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I really think you're going to enjoy one of these next 2 videos as well. So make sure to click on one of those.